Hi everyone, Rene with Why Am I Green? And we have a mystery to solve tonight. Okay, as many of you know, looking at my past videos, I actually started to grow a redwood tree. I got this beautiful little round canister with some redwood seeds from Walmart. I picked those up and planted them. I think I planted them about a month and a half ago. And I went through the whole process. I had to plant them and then put them in the refrigerator for a month to weather them, to make them think that they went through the winter. And I just transplanted them. Okay, when they came out, I had to let them grow for about a month, and I just transplanted them in this bucket here. And what happened is I had them out in the front room, up front of all these windows, getting sun and everything, and I had them barricaded so they only had the sunlight coming in. So Raluca and I went out shopping today. We went out through central Maine, and we had a great time. We came home. It was a beautiful sunny day. And I said, "Come on, let's go look at the redwoods." And I went in to look at my redwood plants, and boom, it was gone. Uh-oh. My plant's gone. I keep on checking to see if maybe it's hiding, because I know the plant can't get up and run away by itself. Okay, I've been doing plants all summer. It hasn't happened yet. So there's a mystery here to solve. So my first thought, looked in there, couldn't find any footprints. And what I had done is I had barricaded all around the plant, so really nothing can get to there. So my first thought, the logical response would be aliens. Okay, so aliens must have come down and maybe plucked it because they wanted to have a redwood, or maybe they beamed it up, because this was going to be a big thing. I was going to be planting this and taking videos every month for the rest of my life, and my children would take over, or my grandchildren. So this was going to be like a generational video. And I came home and it was gone. So I'm trying to figure out what could have happened to it. Did it die? Because we've been having some mysteries. I had 3 of them sprout. One of them all of a sudden turned into a hare one night and just let go. And the second one just kind of died by itself. I figured maybe the first one's root were too strong. But I planted it in here, and like I said, this thing was about a good 2 inches tall. I was going to do another video soon to show you it. So I didn't know what to think of, and we figured it out. If Raluca can bring the culprit in here. Okay, so what happened was my cat came up to see me, and I said, "Mitsy, you know what happened to my plant?" And you know what it's like when you speak to a child and they won't look you directly in the eye? "You know what happened to my plant?" "No." Well, this is what happened to my plant, okay?
What did you do, Mitsy? What did you do?
This is Mitsy, my Maine Coon cat.
Baby, she
And
ate it.
she was hungry. We left her food, but I didn't leave her any greens. So this is the demise of my redwood tree. And hopefully that redwood doesn't continue to grow inside you, because for the next 1,000 years, she's going to have seedling problem. So mystery solved. She still won't look at the audience. Okay, tell them, did you do it? See, she still won't look directly
Into the
camera. See how she's looking sideways? Guilt. Guilt all the way. So that's what happened. I wanted to let you know. So there will be no more videos on the redwood tree. It's funny because we had comments here just recently. Someone had written to me saying, "I've tried to grow those for quite a while and they're really hard. I guess there's an eastern type redwood you could do, but I wanted the big sequoia. I was going to plant it out in the backyard here and someday have a tree that's, about as big as the house." Could probably hollow it out and make a little hobbit home. But it's gone. So another reason why I wanted to come live tonight is to let you folks know that over here up in Maine, the season is pretty much finished. I actually cleaned out my gardens, both the ones on the deck. I pulled out all the plants last week, and the ones down on the ground, because we're on the second story here. The ones on the ground are all gone, so no more tomatoes, no more peppers. It was a great season. We had a lot. we did on our deck. We had probably about, at one point, I had like 120 plants in 5-gallon grow bags. Okay. And we had some buckets too, but mostly grow bags. And we had them in the kiddie pools, which you'll see that in some past episodes. We'll show you how to do it. Matter of fact, if you go to our website, whyamigreen.com, you'll see a bunch of plans that we have that show how I do my different gardens on the deck each year. I mean, there's the A-frame, we have an A-frame thing with the PVC pipe going around, and we have Alaska grow bucket showing you how to do that. And we have a bunch of different things with the plans and everything so you can see how to do that. So I hope you all have a great season. I know some of you do continue to grow throughout the winter because you have, like, if you're down in the south, you have winter crops that you could do. But up here in Maine, I'm pretty much done unless I want to plant, frozen peas or frozen corn, like the ones you get in the bags there in the grocery store. We tried planting the frozen ones, but that doesn't come up. Around Halloween, we tried planting candy corn, but that doesn't grow either. So we're pretty much done until spring. So with that, I don't know if anyone is watching right now. I came on with just a really quick notice saying, hey, I'm coming on in half an hour. So if anybody's there and you have any comments or questions or want to chat about anything, go ahead, and I'll be looking here to see the comments because I'm going to be here for probably about another minute. And let's see, what else is there to chat about? Like I said, we're done with the garden. I hope you all had a good gardening season. Matter of fact, we had some trial seeds. We had a company, Survival Seeds, who sent us all the seeds that we're using this year. And I had links to that. You'll see on the video where I spoke about Survival Seeds. There's links below on how to get those. So we use those this year. I don't know what we're going to do next year. Maybe somebody will, write me and say, hey, you want to try our seeds this year? So we'll try something else. But that's a cool thing about being in this kind of business is people see your videos, and it's neat because they contact you and say, hey, why don't you try our products? Why don't you try our grow bags? We've had people actually from the Orient wanting to send me grow bags. So it's kind of neat. Try our grow bags, try our seeds, try our fertilizer, try our, whatever. And I'm game. So with that, it looks like I didn't give anybody enough notice. I see no comments up there. So I'm going to go ahead and wish you a happy winter. And we'll probably do something from time to time if Raluca wants to do some fancy cooking so we can show you how to cook green. Because, of course, we talk about eating green, growing green, and eating green. And we didn't do an awful lot. We didn't do the weekly videos this year, basically because we're so busy with everything else that we do with business this year. I didn't have a lot of time to garden. But we were out there. So if you have questions about tomatoes and peppers and hot peppers and grow bags, let us know. And with that, I guess I'll say farewell to my redwoods. Moment of silence. Okay, that's enough. And I will wish you all a happy growing season. Oh, and remember, if you're not growing, you're not green. Bye-bye now.